What is going on, everyone? Welcome to a deadline stream. Obviously, don't always do this, but I'm in today. There's a lot of things to talk about. Mane has gone missing. He's gone AWOL. There's going to be changes in the West Ham game. Lots of questions, lots of deliberation, especially for those on free hit. Must be. I actually think it might be a little bit more annoying for those on free hit, but I suppose it depends what your team is looking like. So yeah, we'll talk about all the questions. Mane didn't travel with the squad. I don't think that is true. As far as I know, unless there has been any news in the last... Let me get this over here. Hang on a sec. Dun, dun, dun. Alright, might stop the popping a bit. Unless there's been any news in the last 5 minutes, this is all we know. Mane hasn't trained yesterday. He wasn't in any photos. Maybe he trained away from the group. Basically, no one knows. Anyone who's trying to talk about it is basically just guessing. All we know is he didn't train. He could train today. He might not. We probably won't know till later. What does that mean? I think it makes it tough to captain him now. I mean, I was already pretty much deciding to go with Salah anyway in the end, out of pure fear, if I'm honest. So this is basically tipped it into Salah's favour for me. Now, it could be a case that if he is injured, and it's still a massive if, we just don't know, that he probably just won't play. So you could captain him if he plays, great. If he doesn't, not. But if it's a small knock, maybe he'll be on the bench. I don't know. It would just worry me now. The other thing is on a free hit. Do you still go for Mane? And the beauty of being on a free hit is you can have someone like Maddison or Fraser or Brooks or Barnes or whoever it might be on the bench, and they'll come on if he doesn't play. But of course, that means you're potentially sacrificing a Liverpool player. Now, I think I probably would. If you were going to go for Mane anyway on a free hit, I'd probably still go for him and just make sure that your bench looks good. And I think, given that there's lots of cheap options like cheap West Ham defenders, cheap midfielders for Leicester and Bournemouth, I think it's probably safe enough to still go for him. But of course, you do miss out then on potentially getting another Liverpool player. You could go double Liverpool defence or Firmino. So it's interesting. It depends how you want to play it. I mean, Fozzie's saying you should go for the best 11. Maybe you should just drop Mane. But yeah, he could have trained away from the group. He could have just not had his picture taken. He might needed a slight extra rest, and he's going to train today and smash it against Fulham. I don't know. No one knows. Well, I'm sure there's some people that know, but they ain't going to tweet us to help with our FPL teams, unfortunately. So, what can we do? Triple captain Salah. Yeah, I mean, he's not in great form. I mean, his people talking about underlying stats a lot, and how he's wiping the floor or smashing Mane. I don't think it's that. Away games, yes, but I still think that the away games are quite a long time ago at this point. Like, the earliest of the last 4 away games is at the end of January. So it's been a month and a half since then. And since then, Mane's picked up a lot of form. Salah's continued to have lots of touches in the box. He always will. But Mane's been shooting closer to goal, which is interesting. I still think Salah's a fine captain choice. And if you're not going to be able to choose your triple captain in a double game week, you could potentially hold out for a third double game week or another one, which could happen. Again, we just don't know. I think a lot of people are triple captaining because it's Fulham and we're basically running out of time to use it. And you've got the knowledge that he's probably going to play against a really poor team, and maybe that's the best opportunity you'll get. I still think that using it to gain a rank advantage over people that don't triple captain this week is a weird reasoning. But hey, if you want to go for it, go for it. Mane equals quality, Salah equals quantity. Do you need quality to score against Fulham? Probably not. They're pretty bad. I mean, I'm pretty happy captain in Salah this week, to be honest, but what other choices are there? I think triple captain's a fine choice this week. Punching and Schindler are no more than Deadwood. So I'm going to probably... There are 4 polls, if you want to vote on them. I did a poll on Twitter as well. I'm probably going to do Aguero to Wilson instead of Vardy. It's 2 home games. Vardy does have Huddersfield, which worries me a little bit. And then Punchian out. It was going to be to Fraser, but I'm kind of thinking about getting Maddison in now. Having Barnes and Maddison. It doesn't feel right having 2 Leicester midfielders and not having Vardy, who you'd probably be the one to expect to score most of the points. So that's a 4-point hit. And then obviously I've got Schindler. There's a lot of talk about Arnautovic is probably going to play. So I'm not expecting much out of Schindler. I'm pretty tempted to... I'm pretty tempted to take a -4 to get rid of Schindler, but I don't... he's going to play. So you can't use the old appearance points will be repaid. Because he'll arguably just play twice. But I'm tempted to take a -4 for Harry Maguire. Or even another Chelsea defender. But yeah, Harry Maguire, I don't know. Not really a lot of good reason to do it. Other than a hunch, I suppose. Kyan, thanks very much for that. Have a great weekend yourself. The Leicester team is here. Jeez, they're leaving that late. No, I'm not trying to cover Vardy. I mean, at the end of the day, I've already got Barnes. So it's basically Fraser versus Maddison. Who's better? Nothing worth a hit. Yeah, it's just 4 points though. Do you know what I mean? I mean, Schindler's not going to punish me. Even if he scores, gets a goal, assist, clean sheet in both games, overall rank-wise, he's not going to hurt me too much. Not many people own him. And realistically, he's going to get nothing. I mean, in the last... Let's have a look here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 games, he's had 1 clean sheet. He's scored 0 points twice, 1.3 times, and 2 points once. So if Maguire could get anything, he'd almost certainly break even. If he can get anything twice, probably beat Schindler. I don't think if Arnautovic plays, anyone expects a clean sheet against West Ham. And then they play Leicester. Now, that is at home. But I think I would expect them to score. So he's got 1 goal all season. 1 assist. I don't know. Have you joined the Patreon group? I don't know. Are you in the Discord? I think you are. Did I not? I'll have to check afterwards. Yeah, you're in there. Tim W. in Patreon, in Discord. Sorry. I'll even say hi to you now. Gorav, thanks very much, my man. Aguero, oh yeah, this is similar to the last stream. Okay. Aguero to Wilson and bench McNeil in case Wilson doesn't start. I mean, I think Wilson's probably going to start. Bench or do McNeil to Fraser captain and hope Balbuena and Mane start. Oh, C. I think that's supposed to be B. You've confused me a bit there. Aguero to Wilson and bench McNeil in case Wilson doesn't start. I mean, Wilson's probably going to be a better option than McNeil anyway. McNeil to Fraser and hope Balbuena and Mane start. I mean, there's 3 changes for West Ham apparently. Who they are, a lot of people are saying it's Arnautovic, Balbuena and 1 or more, but we don't know for sure. Bednarik to Louise. I mean, I quite like Aguero to Wilson, I think. And B doesn't sound right to me. The one with McNeil to Fraser and hope Balbuena. I mean, Fraser's said to be okay. I mean, how much we believe Eddie Howe, I don't know. So A or C to me. Aguero to Wilson, bench McNeil in case Mane doesn't start. Right, okay. McNeil to Fraser. Yeah, no, I think I like Bednarik to Louise still. But Aguero to Wilson's fine too. Not sure how many points McNeil's really going to get. But he was one of the differentials on Fantasy Football Scout. Maybe he'll do really well. Okay, so yeah, a lot of people asking this, right? Would you take a hit to basically get a bench player in case Mane doesn't start? And I mean, I guess I can answer this by actions. I won't be doing that. I've thought about it. I've basically thought about taking Wan-Bissaka out and getting in another defender just in case Mane doesn't start. But if Mane starts, it's a waste of 4 points. And in Game Week 33, you'd expect him to be back. So, no, for me, I'm not doing it. And in general, I probably wouldn't do it. Have you ever had over 1,000 low viewers? Yeah, had over 2,000 before. It just gets less and less as the season goes on, as people basically get bored and drop out. Obviously, we know that like 50% of all managers from the start of the season are well and truly dropped out by this point. I do have 4 polls, by the way. For those 3 hitting, would you still go for Mane or not? Best option to bring... basically, I've done my transfers there. Best option to bring in striker-wise, midfield-wise, and then your Game Week 31 captain. We'll do them in about 10 minutes or so. Oh, you can't make me make the call. Can't make me make the call. I'd probably go Wilson. And just hope that Chelsea concede a couple of times. But I'm not quite convinced that's going to happen. I think Davern is the right option this week. I mean, I've even looked at double Chelsea defence, but I'd always favour an attacker. It just feels a bit more exciting, doesn't it? Oh no, you've done Wilson. I hope it works out now. You can't blame me if it doesn't. Macwin, he's not reading your comments. I mean, the chat is going pretty fast. Obviously, it doesn't usually go this fast, usually during the week. Arnie or Barnes? I would really like to get a complete yes, Arnautovic is starting today before I bring him in. So anything, and plus, the thing to remember with Arnautovic, if you're not on a free hit, in Game Week 33, he's got Chelsea. So, wouldn't be, wouldn't be for me, to be honest. Thoughts on Man City fixtures? We'll worry about that next week. I'm not going to worry about Man City this week. Why am I not considering getting a West Ham defender for Schiller? Well, obviously that move is for Game Week 33 as well. Alright, let's stop spamming now. So, do I want a West Ham defender against Chelsea? No, I don't think so. And I have to take a -4 to do it. I'm really tempted by Maguire because no one's really going for him. He's always good free kicks and corners. 5.4 million. But am I really going to triple up on Leicester and not have Vardy? I mean, that just seems ridiculous. Do you know what I mean? Maguire has already scored 3 goals this season. He's due. He's due, lads. And he missed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 matches where he hasn't played 90 minutes. So, 23 games, scored 3 goals. Definitely due. Do you know what I mean? To make it 4 and... yeah. No, whatever. I'm trying not to think of having triple Leicester and worrying about Vardy, because it's basically Vardy versus Wilson. This is the time of the season to be ridiculous. Schindler to Maguire, 8-point hit though. Maguire, just hoping for that goal. It is... oh, hang on. It is the Leicester game on TV as well. They'll probably concede in the first minute and then never score a goal. It's tempting. It's tempting. Ex-West Ham employee posted his predictions, and Arnautovic, Antonio and Zabaleta are the changes predictions. Oh no. So that means no Balbuena, who my missus has got, and we've already had to take her an 8-point hit to get 10 players, including Balbuena. Oops. Burnley have a bad record on defending set pieces. Oh no. My wife just shouted upstairs, is that man just talking to himself? No. There's all you beautiful people to talk to. Tell her that, Simon. Tell her I said hi. Hi, Mrs. Simon Jenkins. Is my heart okay? Yeah. Maybe not on the run up to the deadline. I suppose it's increasing a little bit. Why not just get Wilson and Vardy, get Jimenez? No, I'm not getting rid of Jimenez. I feel like I can have a pretty good team without taking him out. I'll do transfers soon. I'm not trying to draw it out. I just... I'm just seeing if we get any more news. Because if Manny was confirmed out, which I don't think he will be... Oh yeah, also worth saying... Watford are playing Crystal Palace right now. I think it's 1-1. So that actually will have some say on who blanks in the next... in Gameweek 33. But the problem is we don't know. We won't know if they're drawing, so we'll have to wait until after the deadline. Okay, vote on the polls and we'll do them in a couple of minutes. Is it worth getting a Hazard? Absolutely. West Ham employee just tweeted a link. Might want to check it out. Alright. We do it on the fly. X. Is it about Teddy Sheringham? No, okay. Oh yeah, here is our predicted. So, let's have a look. No punching. Well, yeah, he's gone. So they predict Fabianski, Zabaleta, Diop, Ogbonna, Cresswell, Rice, Noble, Antonio, Lanzini, Anderson, Arnautovic. So it looks like Anderson's going to keep his place and Arnautovic will be back in. I think Arnautovic will do well there. 13 minutes until the deadline. Do not miss it. I'm going to put my transfers in now, actually. What I think I'm going to do. I think I'm going to get Maddison. I think Fraser will punish me, but whatever. Just wonder how many goals are Huddersfield conceding at home. So not many, only two against Arsenal, 1 against Everton, 3 against City, but obviously they're the best. They don't concede that many at home. Which makes me worry a little bit about having too many Leicester players. Like, they haven't conceded more than 2 goals at home all season. And that was against Man City. Even against Liverpool, they only conceded 2 goals. Newcastle and Burnley. Maybe slightly better. I don't know, I like Maddison. I just... Burnley away, Huddersfield away. 2 away games. Whereas Fraser, Newcastle at home, Burnley at home. I feel like I should have probably already figured this out, to be honest. See you later, Matthew. Schindler looks worth keeping. I mean, Schindler also... I mean, they don't concede many goals, but they concede a lot. As in, they concede in a lot of games. Other hoops. Good luck to everyone. Chances of a double game week 32. Yeah, I mean, there's a pretty good chance. We're just waiting for the fixtures to be confirmed at this point, really. If we don't hear anything about Mane, we should all stick. I'm gonna stick. I mean, what you do is up to you, I suppose. Do I have FPL on my phone? I mean, I can get it on my phone. It's not on my phone right now. Tielemans or Almiron? I'd probably go Tielemans because he's definitely got a game week 33 fixture. Everyone else, we're just not sure. Excuse me. Bum, 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 bum. No smoke without fire, true. We've literally not heard anything. It's not even like Klopp mentioned anything about Mane. Jack, that's not true. If you start your blank game week players and the ones on your bench get negative points, they still come in. If they play, they come in. Doesn't matter if they get negative points or not. The only thing with Bournemouth players is that we've only really had one game to see them playing with Wilson and Brooks back. That was versus Huddersfield. Who'd say they are back to their best? Yeah, it's a fair point. But I think Wilson, I think the good thing is, Fraser's obviously been playing a while. He's just not necessarily had the players around him. But yes, it was Huddersfield. Just like for the 3 goals Leicester scored, that was Fulham at the end of the day. But at the same time, Wilson came back and looked pretty sharp, and King's been playing. Brooks is maybe the only little slight issue because of fatigue, but I'd be fairly confident in them. Okay, I should really do my transfers. I'm going to go... I think I'm going triple Leicester like a idiot. Burnley away, Huddersfield away. I think I'm doing it. I think I'm going to take Schindler out. They don't concede many goals. What if they keep Leicester out? That would be a nightmare. I should probably keep him. Realistically. Okay, I think that's what we're doing for a -4. Oh, Watford goal. Okay, so if Watford go through, they will blank along with Fulham, and it means Newcastle and Crystal Palace will both play. So Wan-Bissaka will play. If you've got Rondon or anyone like that, he'll play too. Punch in and Aguero to Wilson Madison. It's done. We are done. Am I going to still captain Mane? Vice? I guess I am. There we go. That is me team. Oh yeah, let's do the poll. I should have done the polls first. Okay, let's see if they match up with what I've just done. I'm just refreshing now. Sorry, I know you've got decisions to make and whatever. We've gone crazy. Maguire is in. Oh, I don't know why I do these things. It's done. Time is up. I hope you got your transfer in. Now let's wait for the team news. If the team news is not as hoped, I will not be happy. Actually, Sorry, I'm just checking some stuff here. Blank. Okay. Arnie